10 African teams have qualified for this year's World Cup, but plus one imaginary team, and that is the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Oh, you all think we're not going to the World Cup? You guys are lying. Imaginary team that is joining the 10 African teams that are going to the World Cup this year. Because whether you guys like it or not, somehow we always like to sneak ourselves into the conversation. And what's the World Cup without Nigeria, anyways? But we have good representation as far as Africa is concerned at this year's World Cup. Morocco, Senegal, Algeria, Tunisia, Egypt, Cote d'Ivoire, Ghana, Cape Verde, South Africa, and DR Congo. But we're going to be, looking at the teams that are representing Africa and see what their chances. So because the likes of South Africa, the likes of Ghana, that they didn't want us to qualify for the World Cup anyways, we're going to see how they perform as far as the World Cup is concerned. So we're waiting for us to cook them. Once they don't end up making it out of that group stage, they are done. They're going to be roasted, as far as Nigerians are concerned. Now, quick one. South Africa is in Group A with the likes of Mexico, South Korea, and Czech Republic. Morocco is in Group C with the likes of Brazil, Haiti, and Scotland. Now, Ivory Coast is in Group E. Group E consists of Germany, Curacao, and Ecuador, right? Now, Group G is Egypt. Group G consists of Belgium, Iran, and New Zealand. And then Group J has Algeria. Algeria, will be with Argentina, Austria, and Jordan. Now, Group F, Tunisia is in Group F. Pardon me, it's not. I'm not putting it, in alphabetical order. I'm just, doing it the way I wrote it down in my notes. So Group F, Tunisia will be up against Netherlands, Japan, and Sweden, right? Group H is Spain, Saudi Arabia, and Uruguay. Cape Verde will be in that group with them. Group L is Ghana. Ghana will be in the same group with England, Croatia, and Panama. And Senegal is in Group I. Group I, we face France, Iraq, and Norway. Last but not the least is DR Congo. DR Congo is in Group K. K will be up against Portugal, Uzbekistan, and Colombia. Now, let me tell you, these are very, very tough groups. I got to tell you. But we're going to be looking at, their chances, those that have the toughest groups and those that are likely to make it out of the group stages. Because trust me, with this group stage, is difficult, always difficult. But we're going to dive into it. All right. Again, it's not in alphabetical order. I'm just going to be picking them one after the other randomly. Now, DR Congo, Portugal, and Colombia, and Uzbekistan. I got to be honest, it's going to be a tough group. I don't think they can get past either Colombia or Portugal. So I don't see them qualifying out of the group stage. But again, football, anything can happen. Group I, which consists of Senegal, I think Senegal can make it out of that group. The only tough competition for them there is France. So they have Iraq and Norway. So I think they can go past Iraq and Norway and, qualify with France into the next round of the competition. Now, for Group J, which is Algeria, it's going to be tough. Austria is a very good team, and they're going to face Argentina and Jordan. Now, they can go past Jordan, but Austria and Argentina, I don't know about it, but it's a bit tricky. But if they play very well, they probably will. Now, Group F consists of Tunisia, Sweden, Japan, and Netherlands. I'm sorry, Tunisia, pack your bags, start coming home. Sweden, Japan, Netherlands, very powerful footballing teams. I don't see how they're going to get past that group stage. Belgium, Egypt, Iran, and New Zealand. That's Group G. I think Egypt can still, go through. I think they can edge the likes of Iran and New Zealand. But of course, Belgium is a strong team, so they can qualify with Belgium in that one. Spain, Cape Verde, Saudi Arabia, and Uruguay. It's going to be difficult for, Cape Verde. So for me, I don't see them coming out of that group. Now, for Group E, Germany, Curacao, Ivory Coast, and Ecuador. And now, if they're able to go, if Ivory Coast are able to win that game against Ecuador, I see them qualifying in that group. But definitely Germany is qualifying, definitely. Brazil, Morocco, Haiti, and Scotland. Morocco is the first team to qualify for the World Cup in Africa. So, they're a tough team for a reason. So I see them qualifying from that group, even though it's still a tough group. Now, South Africa, South Korea, Czech, and Mexico. This particular group, anybody can qualify. So I'm giving South Africa 50% chance to go through the next round of the competition. Now, for England, Croatia, Ghana is in the same group with Croatia, Panama, and England. I don't see them beating any of these teams. Panama is good. Croatia is even better. England is the toughest. So to be honest, I don't see them qualifying from that group. We want them, encourage them to, do well in the World Cup, definitely. But again, like I said, the imaginary team, which is Nigeria, locking behind and seeing who are going to roast, definitely, if you don't perform to the best, of your abilities. I wish them all the best. We're going to definitely be covering that World Cup fully. So please comment, make comments. Let me know what you think, which group is the toughest and which team you think from Africa go all the way, maybe even to the quarterfinals or semifinals. Let me know in the comment section.